Hey everybody, Dogbert here, and welcome back to Node 14 as a DD4 new player. This is on my baby account, and I have sped it up quite a bit because this is going to take quite a while. I do use 4 characters for the majority of this, except for the very last attempt, I believe, if I remember correctly. That's when I was able to finally get Shuri up and running and bring her in. As you can see on this first wave, I am targeting Falcon, mostly want to get rid of him. Adam Warlock really starts to shine in this node because of the coal obsidians, the sifts, putting that ability block or disrupt onto them thanks to his abilities, and keeping you away from being stuck behind a taunt. After we take down Falcon, next priorities are to like Hela. You get a 2-for-1 by taking out Hela. You get rid of Greg as well. Ghost Rider is also another one because he is constantly doing his special that I can't miss. It doesn't matter anything, so he's another high priority target. These are all basically the same things I do even on normal runs where I'm just trying to get speed done. As you can see, this is my first attempt. I was just breaking into the node. I got rid of Falcon. When you're doing things like this, when you only have 4 characters, or you're brand new, your first run, you're just looking to take out a key character or two to kind of break up the wave and make your next run a little bit easier. I see, even with only a couple characters left, I just want to do as much damage as I possibly can when I get near the end of a run and I know I'm going to die. You just want to use basics and recharge up your abilities. So when you come back, you have full abilities, because you don't forget the Terminator is going to reset as well. And the other thing you want to do is, of course, use up the enemy's abilities as well. You see, here is day 2. I'm back again, same 4 characters. And I've already gotten rid of Falcon. I got rid of Ghost Rider yesterday. Working on Hela. We had to deal with the Coal Obsidian Taunt now because we don't have the ability back out on him. Venom is an annoyance on this first bit of his heal blocks, constantly spreading those. Shocker comes in very useful again with only having 4 characters. He can take hits, he can deal damage. It's just a bonus character for you, really. Keeping Jubilee and Ebony Maw alive are the hardest things I had to do in this node. And timing when to use that stun. You can use Ebony Maw's ultimate offensively, just to knock down some turn meter, and of course, but once you get a little bit into the node, then you got to start thinking about using it when you need a heal only. Same thing with Doc Ock. Once you have Shocker out, you have to make a decision of, do you need those heals up, those regens, or don't you? If you need them, you need them. I mean, definitely use it. You can do whatever you feel comfortable with. As you can see now, I've gotten down to just the last 3 mobs. And once you're down to this, it's pretty easy from here. Just loading them up with dots between Adam, also extending dots and putting more bleeds. I did that ultimate with Doc there because I wanted to knock off all those death proofs off of Cole. Plus, look at all the dots he's got on him. I can now leave him alone. He's probably just going to die as soon as he takes a turn, and we can just start using basics and charge up for the next wave. Cole is gone. Down to just the Heimdall, who is stunned, so he's really not going to do anything to us. We just save our abilities and head into the second wave. So on the second wave, we have to deal with the, we have to keep Squirrel Girl under control. We need to get rid of Psylocke because she can throw those debuffs back at us. We don't really want that. And we have to remember that there's a Sif there that we don't want taunting, but once you use Adam's special, you can put that disrupt on her. It makes this wave a lot easier. The Carnages can hit pretty hard, but in general, they're not much of an issue. You do have to worry about Proxima and her stun mostly. You can see my main target is again Psylocke. We do have the ability block on her, so when she takes a turn, she won't be able to do that move where she throws those debuffs back at us from the entire team, cleanses them. And I'm not going to take any chances, just get rid of Psylocke. Negasonic's annoying with that heal block, but it doesn't really matter. Now that we have Proxima under control, we can start going after Squirrel Girl. Maw's special ability with the defense and offense, defense up, offense down on the other team is quite handy. Much better with the T4, which I did not have at this point. You will see in the next node I do bring that. I do finally get enough T4s to put that into him. And there's a good example of using Doc's heal to get some regens on Maw. Trying to keep him alive. Well, he's a pretty good character, highly underrated still. Yes, there's better characters out there, but he is still quite useful in Mystic nodes and in Dark Dimensions, and of course in War on his full team. The War Machine and 2 America Chavez's have joined. Getting rid of War Machine is a high priority because if one of your characters falls below 50%, they get taunt on them, and generally you don't want that. You want to try to keep them alive, and War Machine is gone. Getting Chakra up, bring Chakra out if you don't have Chakra, obviously, regardless of the healing needed. If you need healing and you need Chakra, and it's a double bonus. 2 birds, 1 stone. Extending everything with Doc Ock's ultimate there, which keeps Sith from taunting. You have to watch out for those America Chavez, as they can hit pretty hard if they actually get a turn. See Carnage taking out my Shocker, but I got rid of Negasonic. I just bring Shocker right back. We just kind of leave Sif alone. Sif, our only real problem with her is when she gets her taunt up and we get stuck behind it. Just trying to knock out those Carnages. Was hoping to get Jubilee Special to kill him, but it didn't, just not enough. Now working on the other Carnage. Throwing some dots on him, got the blind. You see America Chavez can take out Shocker pretty easy. Now we're stuck behind the Sif taunt. As you can see how annoying the Sif taunt is, we can't do anything. So now we've pretty much done so much damage to Sith, it's kind of like, might as well just go right after her. As you can see, America Chavez went off and hit Maul, killed him, effectively ending this run. But we can still take out America Chavez and start setting up for the next node, the next wave, I should say. Sorry. This America Chavez got tons and tons of dots on her now. Give her a little extra, get rid of her. I just have to deal with the last one. A pretty good second day, I would say, knocking out the first wave and knocking out the second wave. And here's the third wave of Ironheart, always doing her special. War Machine over there as well. And of course we have a Psylocke, a Sif, and a couple Daredevils who of course can't be blinded. And Heimdall who can't be blinded. So we're just taking our time, just using basics here. Just doing whatever damage we can to this wave to help make it a little bit easier for our next run. Just absorbing that. There we go. So day 3, or attempt 3 I should say. Everybody's back. We gotta still work on that Psylocke. Decided to save that stun there. Just went after Psylocke. Extending everything, flipping. Using Mo's heal offensively. Still working on that Psylocke. Psylocke almost dead here. There she goes. So once again, want to get rid of that War Machine because don't want that taunt. Trying to keep Maul alive again. Ability blocking on Daredevil to also get that disrupt on Sith. We have a chance to stun, so we're going to stun Heimdall since he can't be blinded. War Machine is gone, but now we have a Falcon joining us, along with Venom and Carnage. Alright, we lost Maul. This is the start of the end. There goes Adam once. I'm not going to use his stun. Obviously, want to keep as much as we're getting ready to go into the next phase, which next attack, I should say. Let's try to do as much damage as possible. Alright, on to the next day. Ironheart almost dead. We got stuck behind the Sith taunt. Able to flip that. Maw's healing there. Unfortunately, we lose Maw. So we're just going to do as much as we can without him. Got rid of one of the Daredevils. So, having Doc Ock, though, we have Shocker at least. And we'll be able to get through this wave today. Working on Carnage, because Carnage can hit quite hard. Do have him blinded and under control. Tried to land the blind on Venom, but no luck. And we lose Jubilee. Stuck behind the Sith taunt. We lose Doc Ock. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to finish this wave. But it will be an easy cleanup for the next run. Try to do as much as I can. See, that was not a great attack, but now we're only left with just 3 characters to take care of, and now with Shocker we have 5. Definitely much harder with just 4 characters who are all at just 5 stars to do this. But this just goes to show you, if you keep plugging away at it, you will get through this node. You're just not going to do it all in one shot, usually. Stunning Heimdall. Chose to stun Sif because it's going to take quite a few attacks to get through these hit points. You got lots of dots and Venom. Heimdall is ability blocked. We have a disrupt now on Sith. So working on Heimdall, extending all that. Just healing up a little bit. Continuing to work on Heimdall. Lots of bleeds on him. And he dies. So we get ready to go into the next wave. Sif has quite a few hit points. Alright, in this wave we have the Psylocke again, so we gotta keep her under control. I want to hit Ghost Rider with some blinds and get Proxima under control as well. Yes, the stun on Proxima. Main target still being Psylocke. Trying to keep Daredevil a little bit in control. Almost got Psylocke down. She has tons and tons of bleeds and debuffs on her. Shocker's back out. And Psylocke is gone. Proxima's pretty much dead with all those bleeds. I'll throw a little bit of extra at her just to make sure. Trying to get a blind on Ghost Rider, but no luck. Stunning Daredevil. Proxima's gone now. Trying to chew through things here. I got rid of Ghost Rider. And Sonic's gone. This wave is pretty much done for. No real issues on this wave. Probably the easiest wave so far. And of course, coming up is the last wave. That's never easy. Again, just using those basics, trying to recharge abilities. And here we are, the last wave. We have those two Heimdalls. The primary target actually is Hela. This Hela does quite a bit of damage along with the Grey, but we still have to remember to keep Falcon and Psylocke under control. And of course, getting disrupting Cole, stunning him with Zayav or ability blocking him just to keep that taunt off of him. Because getting stuck behind him is not fun. We get rid of Hela. Then we can concentrate on Psylocke or Falcon. Definitely want to keep Falcon under control. Don't want him handing out that turn meter. And there's Psylocke throwing out all her debuffs. Trying to save Jubilee. Still trying to get rid of it. Cole takes out Jubilee there. And Shocker. We're just trying to do, once I see when somebody go down like that, it's like that. Beginning of the end again. There you see Falcon got his speed bar off. or just into basic only mode. Charge up those abilities, do as much damage. But we're in a good position then, just to finish this off in one more attack. As here we go with the final attack. As you can see, I have finally gotten Shuri up the gear level 8, gear 80, level 80, gear 15. Sorry. So this gives us somebody else extra to take a hit. Well, Shuri gives out the defense up right away. Of course, she can heal. And she gives out energy also as part of that defense up, which will come into play in the last node. So just trying to break up those two Heimdall's abilities so you're not getting hit with the same ability all at the same time. Just trying to make it so you don't take as much damage. Because they always go together unless you have like a stun or slow on one and not the other. Sorry. Now as we're going down on this last attack here, as we're getting clear this node, it is incredibly important to have Doc Ock's ultimate ready for the very final node here in DD4. If you do not have Doc Ock's ultimate ready, you're going to have a very bad time breaking into the very last node on the first wave. The reason being that there is a Black Widow there who gives out speed, which then speeds up like the Yellow Jacket, who will then go nuts killing your guys. So if you don't do that, if you don't have Doc Ock's ready for that, you might just need to send him in sacrificial lamb type deal, or send him in, if you have Shuri, send him in just with Shuri just to give him energy and just to, burn the attempt. Either use cores to bring him back or wait for another day if you have not remembered to do that. Otherwise, it's going to be a very painful wave 1. And there's plenty of painful waves, as you'll see once I start doing the last node. Alright, just taking out Cole. Tons of death proofs on him, but he's also blind. Look at all the stacks of bleed and blind and heal block. Just chewing through him. Everybody's ready for the last node. Alright, that'll do it for node 14. And here in DD4, I hope this video is helpful and you see what it's like for a new player. Until next time.